Chair recognizes the senator from District 17 on the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I rise not just as the senator for Rockville and Gaithersburg, but as the chair of the Next Generation 911 Commission. For 7 years, since 3 people have died in my district, I've worked on figuring out how to support police, fire, and paramedics through our 911 centers, through the courageous women and men under the headsets who deal with such ferocious stress and who are saving lives and property every day. I used to say to the Senate President's predecessor, the late President Miller, I assume I can use his name, that perfect is the enemy of the good. This may or may not be the perfect legislation. But I want to flag for colleagues and for anyone listening at home that this does not go into effect until 2023. That gives us the opportunity, in the light of day, after the Chauvin trial is done, when there's more time for 188 legislators, to decompress and think about these issues and continue the great work that the Judicial Proceedings Committee has done, when we're not looking at a clock that's running out of time before we adjourn from our 90-day session. This bill focuses on transparency. It offers accountability, both for the police officers and for someone who may be confronted, arrested, or otherwise interacting with a police officer. That's helpful. Our 911 specialists are going to be watching this video, and we've already seen in Minneapolis how a paramedic came to the aid, or tried to come to the aid, of George Floyd, and how a 911 specialist flagged for the police department because she saw what was going on through the body camera footage. So this technology will help keep our law enforcement officers safe, will help keep our constituents safe, and will give people confidence in our law enforcement. So the last thing I want to mention is that this bill also includes employee assistance, mental health, and counseling. And sometimes those in law enforcement or in public safety are too proud, and they think they can tough it out. And sometimes they can, and sometimes they can't. And when they can't, there can be a tragedy. And we can try to avoid that through employee assistance program, through the transparency and accountability, through body cameras, and other measures that this bill has. I will be proudly voting green, and if there are changes that we will need to make next year, I look forward to hearing about those. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. Chair recognizes